Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. It is time for a pounds for purrs workout, and I was actually very tempted to skip today and wait till tomorrow. The reason being is because I taught a really fantastic martial arts lesson this morning at the park, and it was a little bit cool outside. I was moving around, I was doing the forms and the techniques with my student, so that actually took a little bit more out of me than I expected. So I wasn't sure if I really was going to lift or not, and I just decided why not. So I got to the gym, started off with a tall snatch. That's the primer I went with this time, and these reps are actually not that great. They're a whatever, and that very last rep really not that great. So I wasn't sure if that was a sign for things to come, but thankfully when I started squatting it was actually pretty decent. Now I did 315 twice, and that was on accident. I went to my second single, and so I started 315 for my first single and just did 10-pound jumps after that. 315 actually repeated itself because I forgot to add the 5-pound plates. So I did 315 twice and then started doing 10-pound increases from there. My minimum that I would have accepted was 365. Thankfully I went past that. So if I was being optimistic, I'd say 405. Now, my current best for a single squat is 445, which isn't all that impressive. In fact, it's not at all. But I wasn't sure where I'd be right now, and so I really just wanted to hold out hope that I could get to 405, which I did, but I am not happy with the reps. So it is what it is. As we increase and get heavier here, 385, depth is still fine. My hips are below my knees, and I'm okay. Even 395, not too bad. However, when I got to 405, it's just because it's been a while since I've squatted 405, and even before lockdown I wasn't quite there yet. I believe I left off around 375 if I remember correctly. So these 3 reps, and I decided to stop at 405. There was no way I could have kept increasing because I would have started to really cut the range of motion short, and I refuse to stop a squat before parallel. If I can that would have to be complete max out for me to do a partial squat. So I wasn't happy with the first rep with 4 or 5, so I just stayed with it and just wanted to get a few reps in, a few singles. Now for the accessory, I did decide to go to snatch grip. I did do sumo deadlift the last 2 weeks, so I wanted to get to snatch grip deadlift. I really enjoy this lift. It's a great deadlift variation. You get the benefits of doing a deficit plus the upper back involvement and the upper back tightness. Not only that, but the specificity for the snatch, which I really like as an exercise. What I ended up doing was set of 5 with 135, set of 4 with 225, set of 3 with 315, a double with 365, and I worked to 405. I don't know if I've ever done 405 for snatch grip. I may have, maybe once, but I don't know if I really ever have. Now, I decided to do a ladder, so I went from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this last set that you're going to see coming up will be for 5, and that's all I wanted. Could I have just condensed it and do a few doubles, a few triples? Probably. And I just wanted to make sure that my technique was there, that my back was tight the whole time. And so when I did the single, I figured, you know what, I'll just do a small ladder of 3. So I did the single, felt fine. Did the double, felt like I had a lot in reserve. Did the triple, again, still felt like, you know what, I still have a lot left. And then so I decided, why not just go to 5? And that felt just about perfect for today. So that's where I left it off. But I'm happy to be going heavy on snatch grip. It's just a really fantastic exercise. And that was the workout. So now I'm going to start to program. Alright everyone, remember, adopt, don't chop.